Good morning, Peter here on Doxie, and look, what a day. Started off with a real cool southerly, and I thought, well, at least it's sunny, but now the wind's gone, so it's fantastic. I think it's day 102, and I might be mistaken, maybe it's day 103. Anyway, sorry, yeah, it's glinting off the water there. Whew. Yeah, Peter and Doxie on our trip, New South Wales to Queensland, here in Tin Can Bay in Queensland, where it has now been 5 weeks since my engine mounts gave way, and waiting to get that sorted, which should be this week. Excited by that. It's Monday, I think in 2 days' time, Wednesday. We should be going into the Marina, where we will get that sorted, and yeah, get back out on the water and continue our journey north. But look at this place, it's just stunning. What a day. Can't get over it. Oh, I see dolphins in the distance. Dolphin feeding must be finished. Yeah, over here in Tin Can Bay, which is now behind me, every morning they have dolphin feeding. These are the humpback dolphins, endangered species here in Australia, 1,000 left. But every morning here, it's the only place in Australia where they can actually be fed, and it's an amazing experience. So I know it's done because then they come past here on their way back down to the head of the channel at Inskip, and obviously wait for other goodies. So yeah, let's see what today brings, but it's obviously going to be a good one to get out and about, I think. So as I said, the Australian humpback dolphin, it is mainly an estuarine dolphin, which basically means it hangs around rivers and inlets and stuff like that. So it basically survives in brackish water, salt water, what have you. Their dorsal fin is further back than most common dolphins that we see, and slightly smaller, so it's a bit more of a triangle rather than, say, well, a scimitar or something like that. 1,000 left in the wild, and yeah, they've had their feed time. Now they're just slowly wending their way back to Inskip Passage, which is the channel between Fraser Island and the mainland, and obviously go and catch their own food later on throughout the day. Good schedule they've got. Anyway, always beautiful to see them. And the other thing we've got a lot of at the moment, jellyfish. They're just everywhere. It's the season for them. I seem to remember this every year. Okay, places to go, things to do, people to meet. I'm going to head inshore and do a few chores, shopping, go and see the marina, get some fishing stuff. Yeah, that might help me find my own. Anyway, so a bit of walking to do today. I even brought my bag lady trolley so I can walk up to the shops and get a few things there as well. This is not a bad way to go shopping. Very pleasant indeed. Okay, hooks, sinkers and swivels coming up. That'll help me find my own, no doubt. So this is Cod Street, which is the first right leaving the Coast Guard area, pontoon, and round to the nearest public toilets, which are in there. It's a good 700-metre walk, so there's not one actually around the Coast Guard or the public pontoon. You can actually come to this ramp here, which is near the marina, but you need to pull your boat up most of the time. I always think of this as the catamaran rampant. All sorted. Now to walk to the bottle shop. That quaint old Queenslander. This is Tom Steele Park. It's sort of the high point of Tin Can Bay. Tin Can Bay Heights, you might say. Anyway, there's the bottle shop there, the Thirsty Camel, which is a pub also. It's the only show in town. And just looking there across the tennis courts and stuff. You can sort of see down to the water. Well, you probably can't. And the bit of a build-up out to sea there. Interesting. It shows on the map as raining out there. Anyway, time for a bit of lunch and coffee. And then we'll do a bit more shopping. Do we need the post office this time? No? Okay, good. Okay, IGA, that's where I go. It's actually quite a good one. And my bag lady trolley. This is a nice old Queenslander. Right, and we'll walk back along the seaside. That cloud dome's still out there. Hasn't changed much, which is good. Can stay out there, not a problem. And back to Doxie we go. That was a long walk, I'm tired. Well, that's the end of Monday, and yeah, it's been a busy one. And I feel like I got a few things done, which is great. Got to the Marina, sorted them out, found out more bits and pieces there. The good news is they have a courtesy car, so we'll be able to go to places like Kalula and where there's a Woolworths and also a Mitre 10, which is a hardware store if people are not familiar with that, and just pick up some of the things I would have been wanting to get. That's fantastic. Yeah, then I went to the bottle store. You got to do that, right? And yeah, had some pies and a sausage roll and coffee for lunch at the bakery, and then went to the pharmacy to get some stuff for my sandfly bites, the no-see-ums, and then IGA for just a few couple of grocery things to tide me over until Wednesday. So, and the funny thing is, and somebody else said it the other day, it's just like this IGA is probably one of the best ones I've seen. I know if you're not in Australia, that may not make any sense to you, although it is a South African company. But yeah, they do vary very much from place to place on what they offer, and actually the prices aren't too bad either. So it hasn't been a hard thing to be here without access to other, supermarkets I might have used. So all good, happy days. And then did the long walk back to the pontoon from that shopping centre. So nothing to pick up at the post office for once. I didn't go in there, but it's coming very soon. I've got my phone has been dispatched, the new one. So no more of this guy once that's here. And yeah, switches and a couple of other things I've ordered. So all due to be here on time. Anyway, we are lined up for 7 a.m. on Wednesday when the tide is high. They'll come basically out and fetch me and bring me into the marina, and the work will commence. Cross fingers, and we'll soon be on our way again. Anyway, thanks for persevering with me for 5 weeks here of going nowhere. It is going to get more interesting in the weeks to come for sure. So subscribe so you don't miss out. Feel free to share and like, and the comments I always like, as I said. And to that person who offered to get things for me at Mitre 10, I thank you very much. But yeah, I think I'm covered now, but I really appreciate these people who have reached out to offer support and help. And yeah, it just shows you there are great people in the world. Okay, well, this is me. I'm going to go and have my evening scotch and relax. Anyway, and this is Dawn Raider, out.